Why they are not being honest? So who is the one who says I've been ordered to kill all mankind unless they convert to Islam? Is that Mahatma Gandhi? Is that a Buddha? Is that Jesus the Christ? It's who? What those people are talking about? And this is what Muhammad he practiced. He sent a message, he sent a letter to the ruler of Jerusalem, says convert or die. And if you don't want to die, you have to pay me. And this is exactly what happened in chapter 9 verse 29 in the Quran. Actually the Quran make it clear that Muslims cannot be good and peaceful with non-Muslims. You see, the Muslims, they say to you, they quote for you verses which is have nothing to do with what we are talking about. As an example, they say to you, Quran says there is no enforcement in religion, but Muhammad was talking about what? Talking about your children. You cannot force them not to convert to Islam, but if you leave Islam, we will kill you. Which means you cannot force your children not to accept Islam. It's one-way freedom. But not a Muslim, he can't change his religion. Yeah, one of his name is Ad-Dahuk al-Qattal, which means he laugh when he's slaughtering people. That's a good post. Ad-Dahuk al-Qattal. He laugh while he is slaughtering people. Aisha reported that Muhammad he slaughtered and butchered and enjoyed 900 Jews in one morning. So those articles, which is not, by the way, this website is not a Muslim website, but this is, you know, those websites who post anything supposedly teach terrorism. It's called Good News. No one should be forced to believe in Islam. Are you kidding me? Chapter 2 verse number 256. But this is not, as I said, this is the opposite. This is not saying you cannot force somebody to convert to Islam. This is a verse saying you cannot force someone not to convert to Islam. Because as you see, Muhammad says, kill the one who changed his religion. Whoever changed his religion, kill him. Is that a weak hadith? No, Sahih, which means authentic, very authentic, which means it's equal to the Quran. And the Quran says, fight those who don't believe in Allah. Chapter 9, verse 29. And the Quran even says, don't be good for those who don't believe in Allah. You can be good only to deceive them, which means, okay, try to be good with them so maybe they would accept Islam. But Muhammad later, he don't want that because he do not need it. And look what he said. Chapter 58 verse number 22. You will not find between the Muslims anyone will be friendly and nice to those who they are against Allah and his prophet. Is that a weak Quran? You will not find any people who believe in Allah and the last day making a friendship with those who oppose Allah and his messenger. Do you see it? Which means the one who make a friendship with those who oppose Allah, which means they don't believe in Islam, are not Muslims. Do we have any Muslim would like to make any comment? So what this article is about? This article is about, you know, let us speak to those fool Western, full Asian, full Indian, full Arab, full whatever, those who don't have any knowledge of this cult, and we make an article and we quote from here and there, and the quotation have nothing to do with the topic. The verse he's quoting for us is the opposite. It's about you cannot force someone not to convert to Islam, not about you cannot force someone to, you should not convert somebody by force. Muhammad, he made it clear, I've been ordered to kill. You see here the word fight by what? Fight by the toothbrush. The Muslim they say beat your wife with toothbrush. The hypocrisy and the lies. Fight to kill them. I've been ordered to go in war, slaughter by the sword, commanded, and I will fight them until they testify that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is his messenger. and they have to establish the prayer, and they have to pay me money, and then and only then I will not kill them. And the story in front of you, this is not my words. We have a Muslim here. Let me show you his comment. This is a great example of Muslim deception. This person, he says, Jesus says, slay them in front of me. You are a liar and stupid. Sorry to say, because this is a verse about the judgment day, that Jesus never slaughtered anyone and Jesus never killed anyone. Read the verse before it and the verse after it. People will laugh at you. You are a liar like the same as your prophet. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. And by the way, this verse alone is a proving that Jesus is God, because the Muslim, they say to us, where Jesus says I'm God, this is in the judgment day. Jesus will order the angels, and they say to you, where Jesus said I'm God. That verse alone is proving that Jesus is God. He is ordering the angels, not us. Bring them. That is the judgment day, my friend. In the judgment day, people, they will go to hell, and your prophet will be the first one to be shipped for his crimes, sexual crimes, rape, theft, killing, lying, deceiving, you name it. We can count maybe millions of crimes in the name of Muhammad. This is Muhammad and this is Islam. So what those articles about is nothing but to fabrication, so they can fool you. Now, who is a Muslim is willing to call me live on air and get me busted? Anyone? Who is a Muslim is willing to call me live on air and get me busted? I like to get busted. It's my hobby. I go to sleep, I dream about it. Like when one day is gone, when this dream will come to be true. So who is a Muslim here would like to help us? Anyone? Don't you want to show that the Christian Prince is not sharing the truth? Here we give you, a great opportunity to show people that this is not what the truth is really happening. This guy is not telling you really what's happening. What do you say? Anyone? We have a Muslim here, I don't know. I think we will have a tornado soon, so I hope we will not lose electricity. I see the wind is getting crazy. Someone is asking, he says, okay, we have a Muslim calling, hold on. Hello?
Hey CP.
Yes, my friend.
My question is not exactly about the topic, but it was
Muslim,
more
right?
about Christianity.
You are a Muslim,
shortly
right?
question. Yeah, I've been calling you before. If you remember, I had questions about this prophecy in Quran. If you remember it,
all right.
The 7th prophecy of Quran.
You're still a Muslim now? Until now?
Now, actually.
No, you left Islam. Why you left Islam? Don't you want to get
3 months ago, I left the Islam.
You don't want to get the versions?
Excuse me?
You don't want to you don't like to get the versions?
No.
No? I mean, it's big and beautiful. They will be white, transparent. You can see the marrow of their bones. Don't you like that? You don't like bones?
Yeah, but I'm 21 years old and I've been reading the Quran in Arabic language, and I never read the translation of it. And 3 months ago, I started reading the translation. So logically, I stopped to believe that. But my question was, it's shortly about Christianity, because yesterday I've been watching your stream, and I saw that you are good in Christianity too. So maybe you might have a good answer.
Go ahead.
when the Jesus come after that, he showed that he's the Son of God, right? And after that, he showed how to get in paradise. But those people who were before Jesus come, what's happened with them? Like when they die,
did
they gone to paradise?
The one, let us say somebody, he lived in the jungle in Brazil. He never heard about anything, you know, like he never heard about Moses or anything, you know. God will judge him by what he know. That's simple, as simple as that. God will judge you by your ability. Let us say there's somebody now, he is born, but he have a health issue, a mental issue. God will not judge him the same. He judge me and judge you. That's not fair. So everyone will be judged by his knowledge, and by his knowledge what he knew and what he did, which means God, when he created us in the time of Adam, Adam is the first man, so even Adam, he knew, he been taught about what is right and what's wrong. You see, the story of the apple is about God. He taught Adam, he told him what's wrong and what is right to do. So within us, we are born. You see, you as a human now, if you slaughter somebody, you know it's ugly, you feel it, right? You do not need to. So those things, you know it's bad. When you rape a woman, I mean, you know that you are doing something wrong. So God, he occupied us already with some knowledge of what is right, what's wrong. So if you ignore that knowledge and you do what is wrong, then you will be judged by what you know. So if you are a person who live in a tribe and your tribe never heard of Jesus, so what? Still you will be judged by what you know, and what you know is doing right or wrong based on your knowledge.
So it simply was like judging by what they have done in their life.
Yes, by what they've done in their life and their knowledge. Remember, their knowledge, which mean what they have, what God he gave them. You see, like God, he will not tell you, okay, I'm going. Like there is a story in the Quran. You speak Arabic, as you said, where Allah supposedly he made the fish disappear in Saturday. Right? That is stupid. Our God will not do that, because you make them hungry, and then you made the fish come only in Saturday, and then you say to them, don't fish in Saturday. Who is the stupid here? You know what I mean? So God don't do that. God don't play games. You know, God, he says to you what is right, what's wrong, and then he judge you by what you know. In Islam, it's mad, it's crazy. This guy, his name is Allah, supposedly playing games. He told them don't do fishing in Saturday, but he made the fish only appear in Saturday. Now who is the bad person? Allah, obviously. Oh, he's the bad guy. He's playing now. The people are obeying him. They don't want to do fishing in Saturday, but he hide the fish and he made the fish swim in the top of the water and do belly dancing, as the verse say in front of us. So we don't believe in such a madness in Christianity.
Yeah. And the one more question about I know that like Christianity says like God in 3 ways: Holy Spirit and Jesus and like Father or God. Like
not 3 ways, you know, 3 person. You see,
3 persons.
You speak Arabic, right?
No, I don't.
No, okay. So
I am from Uzbekistan.
All right. So you know, when say you know, is God Almighty or he is not Almighty?
He is.
Okay. So when we say God is Almighty, then why Muslims they are limiting what God can be? I mean, who is the one who decide what God can be? It's like saying, you know, saying to the like saying to you, oh, your name is Wahid. You cannot have 2 eyes. You should have 3 eyes. But I have 2 eyes. This is how I am. So the Muslims playing the game of playing, like they play dumb. Like, okay, I'm not going. Okay, no way. He cannot be. It cannot be. Okay, God is one. God is one. But God, he taught us how he is. And actually, if you go and read in the Quran, you will see this. The author of the Quran is an ignorant. He claimed that this God is one, but then he says in different verses that if Allah he want to take a partner, he will take it from the one within us. You know, okay, who is us? If we ask the Muslims, Allah will take partners from us. Who is us?
Yeah.
They don't answer. Then we go to the interpretation. We will find that Allah speaking about the virgins, who they are us. That's mean Allah is a human too, and mostly he's just like everybody. Is a male and he have a private part. Otherwise, how he was going to take a partner from us? Who is us? We are talking about taking a partner. You see, the Muslim, they say when Allah says we, he talk about himself in a majestic way, which I find it funny, because if Allah make himself majestic by saying we, I mean, okay, I will say we too.
This chapter called, or
this is chapter 21, verse number 17. Had we intended to take a pastime, i.e. wife, or a son, partner, we could surely have taken it from us. Okay, how Allah will take a wife from us? If there is any Muslim in the chat, he can help us. Allah will take a partner. You see, they say royal us, but this is Allah talking about taking a partner. Unless you are saying that Allah, he will marry himself. Allah is a transgender. He have a double. He's like Shaitan. According to Muslim Shaitan, Allah created for him a private part in the right thigh in of his leg, and the private part for women in the left one. And he shake this and he enter this into that, and then he lay eggs. This is what the Muslims believe.
Is there in Quran written this?
Huh?
Or is it hadith?
No, this is in the interpretation, because the Quran, this is in their interpretation, because the Quran says that Shaitan have children.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, look what Muhammad Qasim. Look what Muhammad Qasim said. He said this is about a hypothetical impossibility question, but this is stupid to say. You just said if he will take. It doesn't matter if it's hypothetical. No, it doesn't matter. And where it says it's impossible. I mean, where do you get the word impossible? He says if we want to take, we will take from this. But we are not going to do that. But he just confirmed that us is a human. Is a bunch of women who they are living with him in his house. So how God can be partner with a human in bed? You see, even when we talk about sexuality, you cannot have dog and a horse. You can have horse and a donkey from the same family, but you cannot have a dog and a horse. So Allah is going to have partner. She is a woman. He have to be a human then. He cannot be a horse. Even though there's a story says that Allah himself, he created himself from the sweat of a horse, which is very crazy. What else, Wahid? So Wahid, you left Islam because of what you are watching my videos, or this is different?
It was like right timing to start to watch your videos. I actually started to read Quran in my language and in Russian language, and yeah, simply I couldn't believe, so I read that in 4 languages, and yeah, it simply shocked me, those verses. I read it only until 8th chapter, and there I found like many things, but you know, all my family are Muslims, and I come from a Muslim country, and we're like actually strong Muslims, we can say, because the thing is, mostly Muslims, they read the Quran and they simply either they don't understand or they don't read everything, but we read and we understand and we believe that is the true. We think that is the true, that is the way to get in paradise. So even those in ISIS, you can maybe, I don't know if you know or not, but most of them are Uzbek, their nationality. So I never knew there is another like true except Allah and except book, the holy book, this Quran. So I was always thinking this is the truth. So I was just simply reading in Arabic, like Russian letters, but Arabic words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I learned at Fatiha and yes, and this other surah without knowing the translation. So
yeah, you just recite it, but you memorize, but you don't understand what you are reading. I understand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how I was doing. And about 3 months ago, now I'm reading with the new eyes, and it's simply shocking me over. So I'm getting like more and more shocked.
Well, I'm happy for you, my friend, that you decide to leave Islam. And if you like me to help you with your family, let them call me. I will be happy to talk to them.
That's why I wanted to ask you if I can make some like private calls some other time, or how could I?
If you have
if
a
there is
family,
any
want to talk
ability.
to me, yeah, no problem.
My mom, you know, she prays 5 times per day, and
I will be happy to talk to her. But do she speak English?
No, she don't, I guess.
Yeah, that will make it hard for me to help her.
Yeah, I can make it like maybe I can ask you first questions, or maybe talk to her first, get her answers and then ask you. You know what I mean? So
anyway,
I won't waste your time either.
No problem. I will be happy to help, my friend. Anytime.
But so in case I can write up you here in Skype. So.
Yeah, if I am online, I will answer you. No problem. Because I don't use Skype really usually. Like I open it when I am online. But you can leave me questions or anything. I will be happy, and I can make a video even about it.
Yeah, thank you so much, CP.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. God bless you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
You too.